Welcome to Hot Drama TV.
Spring Festival Gala rehearsal leaks go viral. Familiar faces return, technology steals the show. And the nation can't wait for New Year's Eve. The first rehearsal photos hadn't even finished loading when the mood of 2026 quietly changed. On January 4th, a handful of leaked images from the rehearsal of the CCTV Spring Festival Gala slipped onto the internet. And in that instant, the entire country seemed to enter countdown mode. Suddenly, time felt shorter. The new year felt closer. And the words flooding social media said it all. Dinner can wait. The gala cannot. At the center of the storm stood a group of faces so familiar they felt almost symbolic. Liu Yuning, Shen Teng, and Tang Shiyi appeared one after another at rehearsals, instantly turning blurry roadside photos into viral moments. These weren't just celebrity sightings, they were signals. Signals that the most important cultural night of the year was officially warming up. Liu Yuning's appearance hit especially hard. Wrapped in a brown houndstooth coat and beanie, nearly 1.9 meters tall, he stood quietly outside the CCTV building, calm, focused, unmistakable. It will be his third consecutive year on the Spring Festival Gala stage, a fact that fans didn't miss. From street singer to national gala regular, his journey reads like a modern New Year fable. During rehearsal, he was spotted lowering his head to memorize lyrics, adjusting his marks again and again. Someone joked online, "He rehearses harder than I work." And just like that, laughter turned into something warmer, recognition. Tang Shiyi was elegance itself. Even bundled in a thick winter coat, her posture gave her away. When she waved to fans, the internet collectively time-traveled back to her past gala performances. "If she's dancing," people said, "the dance segment is already safe." Then came the laughter signals. News that Shen Teng was rehearsing a new skit sent comment sections into overdrive. Viewers begged for one thing only: pure comedy. Less preaching, more punchlines. Meanwhile, sightings of Yibin sparked a similar chorus. Less sentiment, more belly laughs. The audience knew exactly what they wanted, and this year it felt like the gala might actually be listening. Yet the real plot twist wasn't the stars. It was the stage. The main venue revealed a bold Ruyi shape design, seamlessly extending into the audience, blurring the boundary between performer and viewer. AR technology is set to unleash galloping virtual horses across the opening stage, while naked eye 3D and XR visuals promise scenes where golden rings expand into galaxies. Online reactions were instant. This isn't a gala, it's a New Year's metaverse. And then there are the 4 regional branch venues, each carrying its own soul. Harbin builds its stage inside a world of ice and snow. Hefei leans into futuristic innovation with drones and tech imagery. Yiwu transforms everyday trade into a Silk Road celebration of global connection. Yibin dives deep into bamboo weaving heritage and liquor culture, where rivers meet tradition. Linked by 5G and XR, these stages don't just perform, they connect. Now audiences aren't waiting for the show anymore. They're chasing the leaks, analyzing every rehearsal detail, predicting lineups, replaying photos again and again. "I've refreshed rehearsal photos more times than my work emails," one comment read. Another summed it up perfectly. Familiar faces for comfort, technology for surprise, regional culture for meaning. This year feels different. And maybe that's why these rehearsal leaks matter so much. Because the Spring Festival Gala isn't just a program. It's China's cultural New Year's Eve dinner. Every familiar face, every new technology, every regional story is a dish on that table. And judging by the first taste, 2026 is shaping up to be a feast worth waiting for. Now all that's left to do is count down the days. But the story doesn't end at excitement. That's only the surface. Beneath the viral photos and playful comments, something quieter is happening. Something that explains why a few rehearsal leaks can shake an entire nation's emotions weeks before New Year's Eve. Because what people are really watching for isn't perfection. They're watching for familiar reassurance in an uncertain year. That's why the return of longtime gala regulars matters so much. Familiar faces don't just guarantee ratings, they offer emotional continuity. When audiences see performers who've stood on this stage year after year, it feels like meeting old friends at a reunion dinner. You may not remember every joke or every song from the past, but the feeling comes back instantly. This is also why Liu Yuning's presence resonates beyond fandom. His journey mirrors something deeply collective: ordinary beginnings, relentless effort, and gradual recognition. Each time he returns to the Spring Festival Gala stage, it quietly reinforces a belief many people want to hold on to: that persistence still matters, that effort is still seen, that progress can be slow but real. In a night designed to look forward, his story anchors the audience emotionally. Comedy too carries heavier weight than it seems. Viewers aren't just asking for laughter. They're asking for relief. After a long year, humor becomes a form of release, not decoration. That's why expectations around comedy acts are so intense. People don't want lessons. They want to laugh without thinking, even if only for a few minutes, surrounded by family, with the TV glowing in the background. And then there is technology, not as spectacle but as language. The gala's obsession with AR, XR, and immersive design isn't about chasing trends. It's about translating tradition into a visual language younger generations instinctively understand. The Ruyi stage isn't just visually striking. It's symbolic: good fortune, continuity, harmony, expressed through modern design. When golden rings bloom into galaxies or virtual horses race across the stage, it's not meant to replace culture, but to repackage it without losing its meaning. The regional venues push this idea even further. Instead of one center speaking to the whole country, multiple cities speak with each other. Ice and snow, bamboo and rivers, trade and technology. Each place contributes a different accent to the same New Year greeting. For viewers at home, it feels like traveling without moving, like recognizing pieces of themselves reflected on screen. That's why online discussions have shifted from "who's performing" to "what does this stage mean?" and "which city represents my hometown best?" The gala has become participatory again. Not through voting or apps, but through identification. And perhaps that's the most telling sign. When people start arguing, predicting, joking, and refreshing rehearsal photos daily, it means the Spring Festival Gala has already done its job before it even airs. It has reinserted itself into everyday conversation. It has reminded people that New Year's Eve is approaching, that family gatherings are coming, that another chapter is about to begin. In the end, these rehearsal leaks aren't spoilers. They're invitations. An invitation to slow down, to anticipate, to believe, just for one night, that laughter, music, tradition, and shared memory can still sit at the same table. So now the countdown continues. Not to see whether the gala will succeed, but to see how it will surprise us once again, when the lights finally rise on New Year's Eve. As the days pass, something subtle but unmistakable begins to happen. The rehearsal leaks are no longer just photos, they become rituals. Every new image drops like a morning greeting. Every short clip sparks another round of late-night discussion. People zoom in on coat buttons, stage lights, microphone angles. Someone counts footsteps. Someone else screenshots a background LED panel and guesses the theme. The gala hasn't aired yet, but the audience has already entered the story. Outside the CCTV building, the atmosphere feels different too. Security guards, production staff, bundled up performers, everyone seems to be moving with purpose, as if time itself has tightened. In past years, rehearsal leaks were curiosities. This year they feel like promises. Promises that the long year is finally coming to a close, and something brighter is waiting on the other side. What makes 2026 special isn't just scale. It's confidence. For years, viewers complained that the Spring Festival Gala played it safe. Same structures, same rhythms, same emotional beats. But this time, the ambition is written directly into the bones of the show. The Ruyi stage doesn't merely look symbolic. It physically reaches outward, dissolving the invisible wall between performer and audience. It's a quiet statement. This year we're pulling you in. Technology, too, is no longer decoration. It's storytelling. AR horses aren't there just to impress. They embody momentum. Naked eye 3D galaxies aren't visual tricks. They echo the idea of expansion, of looking forward after a long cycle. Even the XR connections between cities feel intentional, as if the gala is saying China isn't watching together because we must, but because we can. And then there's the emotional undercurrent no technology can replace. Every familiar face carries memory. When audiences see someone who has returned year after year, they don't just see a celebrity. they see time passing. They remember who they were the first time that person appeared on the gala stage, where they watched, who sat beside them, what they hoped for that year. That's why the presence of long-returning performers matters so much. It reassures viewers that growth is possible, that consistency is rewarded, that effort accumulates quietly until one day it becomes tradition. These artists don't dominate the stage, they belong to it. The regional venues deepen this feeling even further. Harbin's ice and snow don't just look beautiful. They remind people of winters endured and warmth shared. Hefei's futuristic imagery reflects a generation that believes innovation is part of everyday life. Yiwu's Silk Road theme honors ordinary labor turning into global connection. Yibin's bamboo weaving and river culture slow the pace, reminding viewers that heritage doesn't rush, it lasts. Together, they form a map of emotion, not geography. That's why online conversations have shifted. Viewers aren't asking who's performing anymore. They're asking, what will this moment feel like? Some are already planning their New Year's Eve routines around the broadcast. Others joke about turning the TV on early, just in case. Families discuss which branch venue they're most excited to see, as if choosing a hometown. In a strange way, the leaks have already done their job. They've reminded people that no matter how chaotic the year has been, there is still one night when everyone pauses together. One night where laughter, music, memory, and spectacle coexist. One night where the screen doesn't divide, but connects. So now, as rehearsal lights switch off and performers head back into the cold night, anticipation continues to build quietly, steadily. The table isn't set yet. The dishes aren't served, but the aroma is already in the air. And when New Year's Eve finally arrives, when the opening music plays and the stage lights rise, it won't feel like a beginning. It will feel like coming home.